welcome to the second episode of the FIFA 22 Liverpool Career Mode on the Henry's Gaming TV YouTube channel. So if you enjoy the video, please make sure to like it and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hello and welcome to Anfield to the Premier League cracker, Liverpool versus Chelsea. Here you can see the cup while they're singing You'll Never Walk Alone. What a great atmosphere here at Anfield before the Chelsea game. So here you can see our lineup. Alisson in goal, the backline of Trent Alexander-Arnold, Joe Gomez, Virgil van Dijk and Andy Robertson. Midfield of Jordan Henderson, Fabinho and Thiago. And the front three are Mohamed Salah, Diogo Jota and Sadio Mane. Let's hope we can get a win against this incredible Chelsea team. So here you can see the fans again. The fans are incredible for this game. Look at them singing You'll Never Walk Alone here. And now in the attack with Sadio Mane. Sadio Mane on the wing. Sadio Mane will shoot and he scores! 7.5 minutes played and the Reds lead Chelsea by a goal to nil. Thanks to a goal by a Senegalese left winger Sadio Mane. Get in there. Here we see a replay of that goal. It was a great through ball. Sadio Mane running through on goal. He shoots and scores a great goal into the bottom right corner. What a goal by our number 10, Sadio Mane. He's had incredible pace. He ran through the past Azpilicueta and he scored the goal to make it 1-0 for the Reds. Here against this credible game against Chelsea. And now we're through on goal of Diogo Jota. Great dribbling. Jota will shoot and he scores! 16 minutes later, Diogo Jota scores to make it 2-0 for the Reds here against Chelsea at Anfield. Get in there. Here we see a replay of that goal. Diogo Jota dribbles out Thiago Silva. Great dribbling by a Portuguese striker. And then he slots it into the top corner past the Chelsea goalkeeper Mondi. But as you can see here, he gets a touch to the ball. But luckily, it still goes in. And Diogo Jota puts us into the lead by 2-0. But now Chelsea on the attack with Timo Werner. He crosses it in. And now Hakim Ziyech scores for Chelsea to make it 2-1 in this game. Here we see a replay of the Chelsea goal. It was a great lofted ball to Timo Werner. And then he plays it in. And Hakim Ziyech with an incredible volley. What a volley by the Moroccan attacking midfielder. He's playing as a winger today. And that was an incredible finish. Great cross by Timo Werner. And then a great volley from him to put it into the back of the net. But now Sadio Mane on the attack for us. Sadio Mane will shoot and he scores! 33 minutes later, Sadio Mane scores our third goal in this game to make it 3-1 against Chelsea. What a game this is, wow. Here we see a replay, Sadio Mane on the wing, he turns the Chelsea left back and then he scores a great goal into the left side of the net. Here you can see it was a tight angle, Mondi should have saved that. He really should have saved that, but he didn't, luckily. Here you can see us celebrating, scoring our third goal here against Chelsea. So now Sadio Mane is running down the left wing. He gives it to Thiago. Thiago turns. Thiago shoots and he scores an incredible goal. 40 minutes later, Thiago scores our fourth goal against Chelsea in this game. Our Spanish midfielder scores an incredible finesse shot here to make it 4-1 in this thrilling game. Get in there. What a hit by our number 6 Thiago. Here we see a replay. Sadio Mane cuts inside. He gives it to Thiago. Thiago turns and then a great finesse shot into the bottom right corner. What a hit by our Spanish midfielder to score this incredible goal. No chance for Mondi. He got a bit of a touch to it, but what a hit by Thiago. Get in there. But now Chelsea on the attack with Kovacic. Kovacic to Azpilicueta. Azpilicueta crosses it in. We headed away, but we can't clear it to Chelsea. Score right before half time. We're in the 49th minute, and Chelsea scored to make it 4-2 in this game. Surely the referee should have blown his whistle because we already played 1.5 minutes over the added time. which is absolutely ridiculous. But here you can see the finish. The defending of Virgil van Dijk was absolutely ridiculous as well. And then Chelsea score this goal after our mistake to make it 4-2 in this game. So now Chelsea on the attack again with Rudiger, but we can clear it away. No, we don't clear it away. Chelsea, it sends the crossbar, but Kante now has the ball. He gives it to Lukaku, who scores. 62 minutes played, and Romelu Lukaku, he had to score, and he does here to make it 4-3 in this game. And now Chelsea are back into this game. They only have to score one more goal to be equal with us. Here we see a replay. We couldn't clear it away. Timo Werner hits the crossbar. Then N'Golo Kante wins it back. He gives it to Lukaku, who was in too much space. And then he just slots it into the bottom right corner to make it 3-4 for Chelsea. So now Chelsea on the attack now. Chelsea will shoot and they score. N'Golo Kante in the 72nd minute. N'Golo Kante with an incredible strike. The French defensive midfielder scores a wonder goal here at Anfield to make it 4-4. And now Chelsea are equal in this game after we were leading by 4-1. What a shambles. But what a hit by N'Golo Kante. As you can see there, he was just about inside of the penalty area. And he slots it into the top corner of the goal. It hits the crossbar, but it goes into the net to score for Chelsea. So now we're making substitutions. We're bringing on Harvey Elliott and Roberto Firmino. So now we'll play it around the back. Virgil van Dijk. Virgil van Dijk can't give it away. Lukaku shoots and he scores. No! 77 minutes played. And Romelu Lukaku gets the ball off of Virgil van Dijk. And he scores to put Chelsea into the lead. What an incredible game. This is Virgil van Dijk. Massive mistake. Romelu Lukaku got the ball off of him after Virgil tried to pass. But of course Lukaku blocked the pass. Then he won it back and he slots it into the left-hand side of the goal. What a strike by Romelu Lukaku to make it 5-4 for Chelsea. And that's half-time. We lose the 9-goal thriller against Chelsea by 5-4. Our goal scorers were Sadio Mane, Diogo Jota and Thiago. So now we want to sign Ismail Assar because, of course, he's a very talented player and Watford only won 35 million and a 5% sell-on clause, and we'll definitely accept that. We want to sign Ismail Assar from Watford. So now we offer Ismail Assar the rotational squad role. We want to give him a 4-year contract and he agrees with that, which is nice to see. We'll disregard the release clause, and then it's now going to come to the wage. We're going to offer him 60k in wage, which is much more than he currently earns at Watford, and yes, he agrees with this contract offer. So welcome to Liverpool, Ismail Assar. So here you can see on the news tab, we present the signing of Ismail Assar from Watford for a fee of £35 million plus a 5% sell-on clause. This winger is absolutely incredible. He's got bags of potential, a 78 overall. And of course, in the 1920 season where Liverpool were champions, Ismail Assar scored 2 goals against us and thrashed us with Watford. And because of that, I signed him. And now, after we sign Assar, we'll sell Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain to Roma because we just don't need him anymore. We sell him for £16.4 million now, and we'll receive £13.5 million of that. So welcome to Ellen Road to the Premier League game, Leeds United versus Liverpool. So now the player to watch is, of course, Ismail Assar. Will give him his debut for Liverpool here. Let's hope he can perform well and maybe even score a goal in the left winger position. So here you can see our starting lineup. We of course start with Alisson in goal, a backline of Trent Alexander-Arnold, Ibrahima Konate, Joel Matip and Andy Robertson, midfield of Curtis Jones, Thiago Navigator, and the front three Harvey Elliott, Roberto Firmino, who finally gets a start this season, and Ismail Assar with his club debut. So now we get the ball, and Ismail Assar straight away on the ball. Ismail Assar squares it to Firmino, he scores! 6 minutes played, Roberto Firmino scores to make it 1-0 here against Leeds, and Ismail Assar gets his first assist on his debut for Liverpool. Get in there. Here we see a replay. Thiago wins it back after the corner was cleared. And then Ismail Azar on the left wing. He crosses it into Roberto Firmino, who was standing in a perfect position. Nobody was marking him, and he slots it into the back of the net to make it 1-0 for the Reds against Leeds United. But now Leeds United on the ball. It's a great through ball. Rodrigo shoots, and it's a great save by Alisson. And Ibrahima Konate will clear it away. But now Ismail Azar with a great one after the great through ball. Ismail Azar will shoot, and it's a great save by Ilan Meslier, sadly. So now in the attack with Ismail Azar once again. He's until now been our best player on the pitch. And now Naby Keita shoots, and he misses! In the 28th minute, Naby Keita gets a great chance, but he somehow doesn't hit the target or even score. Now Leeds United on the attack after we missed that chance. They'll have the shot, and it's a great save by our goalkeeper Alisson to keep this shot out of the net. And now Leeds United are through on goal again with Rodrigo shoots, and it's a great save by Alisson once again. And that's half time here at Ellen Road. It's 1-0 for us. So now we're in the attack with Roberto Firmino, who gives it to Harvey Elliott. Harvey Elliott shoots, and it's a great save by Meslier. He just got his hand to it to prevent it from going in. And now we'll substitute Naby Keita to bring on Jordan Henderson for a bit more defensive stability. And that's full time. We beat Leeds United by 1-0. It was a very hard game, but Roberto Firmino's goal in the 6th minute was the winning goal. So now here we're playing again in the Champions League against Atletico Madrid. Here you can see Antoine Griezmann warming up here, the star player for Atletico Madrid. Here you can see the Wanda Metropolitano. What a great stadium this is for Atletico Madrid. Welcome to the Champions League group stage game, Atletico Madrid versus Liverpool. And look at these great animations. We're in the tunnel of the Stadio Metropolitano. What a great stadium this is. We'll be rocking our 3rd kit for the first time in this career mode for yellow and red kits. Atletico Madrid with the red and white, of course. And here you can see in the tunnel, you can see Luis Suarez as well, the former Liverpool player who will be facing us. Let's hope he won't score against us. And look at this atmosphere here at Atletico Madrid. So here you can see our starting 11 for this game against Atletico Madrid. We start with Alisson in goal, a back kind of Trent Alexander-Arnold, Virgil van Dijk, Joe Gomez and Andy Robertson, midfielder Fabinho, Jude Bellingham and Jordan Henderson. With a front three, Sadio Mane, Diogo Jota and Mohamed Salah. Now Atletico Madrid with the first attack. They cross it in, they get a header, and it's a great save by Alisson in the 10th minute to prevent us from conceding early in this game. So now Andy Robertson with a through ball to Sadio Mane. Sadio Mane on the attack now. Sadio Mane, still Sadio Mane. Sadio Mane squares it into the penalty area, shoots and scores! Jude Bellingham scores in the 15th minute to make it 1-0 for the Reds here against Atletico Madrid. Get in there. What a great counter-attack to score the first goal in this game. Here we see a replay of that goal. Sadio Mane on the wing. He was given the through ball by Andy Robertson. Then he squares it into the penalty area. And Jude Bellingham stands there perfectly. He slots it. It's a great goal. He puts it into the back of the net to make it 1-0 for the Reds against Atletico Madrid. So now Liverpool on the attack again with Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham great through ball to Diogo Jota. Diogo Jota will shoot, and it's a great save by Oblak. What a great football by Jude Bellingham, but sadly Jota couldn't score this one. So now Sadio Mane on the attack. Sadio Mane squares it to Curtis Jones, shoots, and it's a great save by Jan Oblak, of course. But now on the attack again, Jordan Henderson. Jordan Henderson shoots, and it's another great save by Oblak. What great chance there. 2 good chances for us, but sadly we didn't score for them. Now Atletico Madrid with a chance that they score. 35 minutes played, and Atletico Madrid gained the lead here in the 35th minute to make it 1-1. What a disappointment. Here we see a replay of that goal. Atletico Madrid on the attack. Then the players free in the box. I don't know what our defenders were doing there once again. In this career mode, defending is so hard. And then look at this incredible strike by De Powell. It was a great goal into the top corner. It hit the crossbar, but it still went in, and he now puts Atletico Madrid in the lead. And here you can see, sadly, Jude Bellingham, our goal scorer. He is the best player of the game, in my opinion. But there you can see how we knocked over Savage. Sadly, he got a yellow card for it, but we'll play on in this game. Now Atletico Madrid shoots, and it's a great save by Alisson in the 79th minute to prevent Atletico Madrid from scoring. But they'll have another attack here with Yannick Carrasco. Still Carrasco, he squares it. Alisson with a great save. They're still with the ball. Andy Robertson fouls the player, and it's a penalty. Andy Robertson concedes a penalty in the 87th minute. Only 2 more minutes to go in normal time. Here you can see he fouled Serge Gnabry, who was substituted onto the game. And sadly, we concede a penalty in almost the last minute. Now we have to hope Alisson will save it. It's Jorginho, the Italian, who's been always very consistent with his penalties. And now Jorginho will step up. And it's a great save for Alisson in the 88th minute to prevent Atletico Madrid and Jorginho of scoring this goal. What a great penalty by Jorginho, but even better save by our goalkeeper Alisson to prevent it from going into the back of the net. And that's full time. We pick up a 1-1 draw against Atletico Madrid. Thanks to a goal by Jude Bellingham in the 15th minute, we got a draw, and I think a draw is deserved because both teams played a very good game here. So now we've got an 810,000 transfer offer for Adrian from Wolves, and I'll accept it as I don't really think of playing him in this career mode. So now we'll be playing against Crystal Palace. Let's hope we can get a good result out of this game. And it's a great goal by Diogo Jota in this 36th minute. Diogo Jota puts us into the lead against Crystal Palace. But now Crystal Palace on the attack, and they score a great goal as well. Will Hughes scores for Crystal Palace to equalise in this game. And I decided to jump in late on in the game, but sadly I couldn't score a goal. It ends up with a 1-1 draw with Diogo Jota being our only goal scorer. But what a goal it was he scored. So now we're going to play against Tranmere Rovers here in the EFL Cup. Tranmere Rovers are a team which is very close to Liverpool, so we'll be a bit of a derby. We'll play with our third team here, as I think this should be an easy win. We'll quick sim it. And we beat them by 4-3. What a cup thriller this was. We beat them thanks to goals by Fabinho, James Milner, Harvey Elliott and Diogo Jota. Get in there. So now Adrian has been sold to Wolves for £810,000 and will receive £575,000 to our transfer budget. So welcome to the Brentford Community Stadium to the Premier League game Brentford City versus Liverpool. And sadly, as you can see, the newly Brentford Community Stadium hasn't been added to FIFA 22, so we'll have this generic stadium for Brentford in this career mode. But we'll just have to live with it. Here you can see our lineup. We've got a pretty good lineup. Harvey Elliott and Curtis Jones coming into the starting 11. Let's hope we can win against Brentford. So here you can see the team having a team talk before the game. Let's hope we can get a good result here. But now Brentford with the first attack of the game. Brentford on the ball. They cross it in. They head to and they score. What is this? Brentford gain the lead here at the Brentford Community Stadium in the 7th minute thanks to a goal by their striker Ivan Toney. Here we see a replay of that goal. Brentford on the right wing. They cross it in and then Ivan Toney wins the header. Nobody was against him there. Nobody tried to block the header from coming in. Trent Alexander-Arnold not concentrating on that header by Ivan Toney. And Ivan Toney, the English striker, scores to make it 1-0 for Brentford. But now Brentford on the attack again. We can't clear our lines. Brentford shoots and it's a great save by Alisson to save us from conceding. So now we're starting the second half in this game. Jordan Henderson. Oh, it's an awful pass. And Ivan Toney wins the ball back. He gives it to Visa. Visa to Balsilva. Now it's Visa again. Visa shoots and scores an incredible goal. 47 minutes played and Visa with an incredible hit. Miles away from the goal. What a hit by Visa, the Brentford striker, to score for Brentford to make it 2-0. right when the second half started. Here you can see the replay. What a hit. It must have been 30 or 40 yards out. What a hit this was. No chance for Alisson to save this top corner strike. I've never seen a goal like this in career mode. What a hit this is to put Brentford into the lead by 2 goals. And now Brentford on the attack again. Brentford, they cross it in. They shoot, and it's a great save by Alisson. But what was our defence doing? I don't know what our defence is doing, but great save by Alisson. Now Harvey Elliott to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Can Trent Alexander-Arnold provide an assist here? Trent Alexander-Arnold squares it. Oh, he scores! 61 minutes played, and Roberto Firmino scores to score the 2-1 in this game. Come on, we're back into the game. Let's get a second now. Here we see a replay of that goal. Trent Alexander-Arnold on the right wing. He squares it to Roberto Firmino, who slots it into the back of the net to make it 2-1 in this game. Come on. So now we'll make a substitution. Roberto Firmino, the goal scorer, is coming off with Harvey Elliott, and we're bringing on Mo Salah and Diogo Jota. So now Trent Alexander-Arnold with the corner pass. Virgil van Dijk heads it and he scores! 76 minutes later, Virgil van Dijk, our centre-back, scores to make it 2-2 here against Brentford. Get in there. What a header by us. Number 4, Virgil van Dijk. Of course, we know that he often scores headers. Before his injury, he was in the 1920 season. He scored lots of headers. What a beast he is when he heads the ball. It's a great goal, but it might be an own goal. It is an own goal by Brentford because it hits the player. But Virgil van Dijk equalised for us. But now Brentford on the attack, and they score! No! How was Alisson not safe that? 92 minutes played, and Brentford gain the lead here, and surely this is the last minute winner here in this game. I can't see us scoring in the last second now. What the hell was Alisson doing there? He made some great saves until now in this career mode, but that was an absolute flop by him. He should have easily saved it, but I think it is Ivan Toney with the header. Alisson just doesn't get it, and it bounces into the back of the net to make it 3-2 for Brentford in this game. And that's full time. The Brentford fans are delighted to see their team beat Liverpool here by 3-2. Our goal scorers were Roberto Firmino and Henry, who scored that own goal, but sadly we don't get the win against Brentford. So if you enjoyed the second episode of the FIFA 22 Liverpool Career Mode on the Henry's Gaming TV YouTube channel, then please make sure to like it and subscribe to my channel, and see you guys next time.